It's Red at YouTube.com.
There was a commotion in Mandeville, Manchester today as residents clashed with a man they believed to have been a homosexual. A group of residents reportedly chased the man who was out conducting business in the town, forcing him to seek refuge at the police station.
As far as I know, they were just acting suspicious. People were watching them behaving in funny ways, you know, and people just move to them and one of them run, you know, that is as far as I know. But this issue needs to be addressed because it's going to destroy our youth. As much as one might say it's a personal issue, but it's going to destroy the society, it's going to destroy our youth, so we need to address it.
However, a nail technician whose business the man had attempted only minutes earlier came to his defense, arguing residents should not have rushed to judgment.
The young man came, or a young girl came and did his nail, his or her nails. After he finished, I told him, do not go on the road without someone there with you. A girl come and took him out and went on the road. When I come over here, I see him going inside there with a bruise here. No, he have a pile of cash saying he's going to Trinidad. He's going to buy a ticket to go to Trinidad. When I look, I don't see him with no money or nothing. And I heard a man say that he running to break his neck because he was kissing. He wasn't kissing nowhere on the town. He was a man walking naturally like anybody else. Only thing maybe he have his nails done and a pedi.
Police sources are this evening theorizing that jealousy is a motive for a double murder on Trafalgar Road in St Andrew this morning. The police suspect that a lover's quarrel ended in the death of the two men who had multiple chop wounds. A third man is said to be injured. Nadine McLeod reports.
It's usually a quiet, empty lot on Trafalgar Road, but this morning a murder made the area anything but. Bloodstains tell only half the story. It's not entirely clear what took place during the early morning rush hour traffic. Whatever happened, two men were left dead. Sources say a third man was attacked and injured but managed to escape. The police say the bodies were found a few feet apart. One had a cornrow hairstyle lying in a pool of blood, the other on his back. A man who described himself as a homosexual called himself Jada. He said he saw the men last night when he came on the road. He said they were his good friends.
I was home tidying up my house while I got a call that they were stabbed to death over the open land.
Jada is convinced it's a hate crime. In other words, the men were stoned because they were gay. However, that's not yet confirmed by the police. What appears to be a makeshift kitchen was found on the lot with pots and pans. The police say the open lot is used by prostitutes and drug addicts, but Jada said his friends were neither.
Well, those are for the guys who are homeless because the Jamaican government doesn't want to do anything for them. And I think the government can assist them in finding somewhere to take them off the road.
As news traveled that two bodies were found on the empty lot, scores of people converged at the scene. Nadine McLeod, TVJ News.
Several persons said to be homosexuals reportedly had to be rescued by lawmen late this evening as efforts were made to carry out jungle justice on them. But residents are now turning their anger on the police following their efforts to rescue the men from being beaten. Now, some of the information in this story may be unsettling and we advise parental supervision. David Brown reports.
Yesterday, the man has sit on in a man lap. We don't support it 100%. The bag of gating where they might bring on, we don't support it none at all.
Excitement and alarm in the community of Jonestown, Kingston Thursday evening. It was a frantic crowd that greeted our news team after police allegedly had to rescue persons said to be homosexuals residing in the area. The 3 men and 2 women are said to have moved into the community some 2 months ago. Residents say someone approached the brother of one of the men to press him on his sibling's sexual orientation. When no answer was forthcoming, men took to the house where they say they found the 5 persons in compromising positions.
So come the man them start beat him now and run in our house and end up finding the roll of them in there. Who not lie down and kiss them one another, who not play in a oofa ear.
It's reported one of the men was beaten while the other 2 escaped. The women were unharmed. It was then the police were called in to quash the uproar, but residents didn't take well to the response of the police.
When we look, them call police, because people them start coming and lick out pan. Them call police come, police start take them side, hold on pan man, baby Where you see in the camera, they mash up fair pram, them take out the man them bicycle, the police them and defend them. Fire how much shut off for the people them attack, take out pepper spray and spray pepper spray. So we don't really understand.
One man expressed surprise at the number of police officers who came to rescue the occupants.
Yeah, when you go to station, you go make a report, them tell you point blank, so them not have no vehicle available. You come deal with your business. But you see, them find the vehicle them to come move the gear them. Move the gear them, to another point. You understand me? I say, whole heap of Jeep and bus. So me want to know if that taxpayers' money are going to come move round gear and all of them things. Them things are right, not at all.
CVM News went to the nearby Admiral Town Police Station for a response to the situation, but officers wouldn't comment. David Brown, CVM News.
And the head of the Kingston Western Police, SSP Terence Bent, said the police received calls that the men were about to be killed and responded immediately. He said when lawmen arrived, they were confronted by more than 100 persons. Reinforcement had to be called in and the police were forced to respond to the threats of violence from the residents. SSP Bent said an investigation will take place into the damage of the back windshield of a service vehicle.
Now there's been some concern about Jamaica's reputed homophobic stance and whether this could affect the level of funding we receive from one of our largest funding sources, Europe. Well, CVM's reporter Canil Gale is in Belgium, Brussels, and he got some answers for us.
Scenes like this one in Jamaica have not gone unnoticed here in Brussels.
So come the man them start beat him now and run in our house, I end up finding the roll of them in there. Who na lie down and kiss them one another, who na play in a oofa ear, three of them run out and 2 of them get beaten.
Alleged homosexuals being forced to flee their homes because of their sexual orientation. Jamaica is known across Europe as a very anti-homosexual society. The head of the Caribbean division at the European External Action Service admits that this is a concern for Jamaica's largest provider of external aid. John Caligera tells CVM that the European Union has on a few occasions raised the issue of human rights for homosexual Jamaicans living on the island with the successive governments.
When I spoke about human rights, I simply said that human rights is one of the topics that we deal with in political dialogue with every single country in the world. We exchange views on all the topics, and these are always quite frank and very, very useful.
However, the EU official was quick to point out that despite the concerns raised by Europe about Jamaica's discrimination towards gays, the issue will not affect the disbursement of aid money to the country. John Caligera says there is no direct link between the granting of aid to Jamaica and the civil rights for gays and lesbians. The EU Caribbean head says while the group tries to encourage its partners to facilitate basic human rights for all through diplomacy, the organization will not withhold money for political purposes. However, he says that Portia Simpson-Miller's insistence during the leadership debate last year that homosexuals would have an equal opportunity as heterosexuals to be a part of the country's cabinet was a positive step.
Respect of human rights, universal human rights, is a very important element for the European Union, and we can do nothing less than applaud and encourage any movement which goes in the direction of the respect of human rights.
Meanwhile, another European Union official points out that countries which cannot show that enough effort has been invested into protecting minority groups such as homosexuals may see an adjustment to the conditionalities set out in the grant agreements.
We are very much inclined to apply a kind of human rights conditionality in all our bilateral agreements with our partner countries. We include always in the preamble political conditions which needs to be met in order to be eligible for receiving European aid or European assistance.
So as the Portia Simpson-Miller-led administration in Kingston ponders a conscience vote on the Buggery law sometime during this administration, EU officials here in Brussels will be paying closer attention to Jamaica's human rights achievements when they next meet to decide the allocation of grant funding. Reporting from Brussels, Belgium for CVM News, I'm Canil Gale.
It's read at youtube.com.